Good morning. So I am excited to say that this year is my 50th anniversary for nursing. And I've done tons of different kinds of nursing: ICU, ER, PACU, home health nursing, cardiac rehab, and so on and so on and so on. Last year, June of close to this time, I was going to a home health patient in Portsmouth. I was driving to Portsmouth, and as I turned down her street, as soon as I turned, it's like time didn't stop, but it slowed down, and I couldn't figure out why that was. So I'm just kind of creeping forward towards her house, and then the next thing I hear is pop, 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 pop. It just kept going. I can't even count that high. And when I slowly kept inching forward, I suddenly stopped, and I saw a beautiful small white SUV coming towards me. And as it got closer, the pop, pop, pops got louder. And so 2 + 2, I decided, okay, they're shooting, but who are they shooting at? As they get closer, I can see that the driver, and then I see the other guy who's sitting in the window of the passenger side with his hands across the roof of the car, shooting away, just shooting at trees, houses, whatever. Thank God nobody was outside that day. And so I just sat there. Normal people might drop to the floor or something. No, I just sat there like I was watching a movie. And they got closer and closer to the point where I could see the whites of their eyes. And I remember saying to the Lord, they're such, tranquil faces, such sweet faces. Why are they doing something like this? And then they passed by me, and bullets were just flying over the roof of my car. So once I got myself together, I turned into the cul-de-sac of the neighborhood, and I decided, okay, I'm in no shape right now, because the adrenaline was starting to kick in, or I was starting to notice it. I think it was already there. And I turned into cul-de-sac, and I was going to turn around and go back out the way I came, and they came back through. I understand what it means to be a fish in a fishbowl now. There was nothing I could do, nowhere I could go. This time I did duck. I landed on the gear shift knob of my car, and they kept shooting and shooting and then went past. I went ahead and backed up and hightailed it out of there, and then I called the police, of course. Then I called my boss, and she said, don't bother coming in. Out of all of that, I ended up going to because I had 2 or 3 other patients I had to go see. So she said, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it, you just go home and get yourself together. So then I tried to figure out where I lived. I couldn't even remember where I lived. So I finally made it back to cardiac rehab, where I also was working. And the girls there took care of me. I was in shock, of course, and they took real good care of me. They drove me home and gave me a little Ativan, and so I was able to chill out. That night, I had a dream that I was in my car again, sitting and watching the shooting going on. But in the dream, there were angels around me. And if you are my age, you might remember Wonder Woman. She wore a metal wristband on both her wrists, and she was able to repel bullets. I saw the angels repelling my bullets. They didn't have the metal thing around their wrist, but they were just going at it, almost like a tennis match, and they were just going at it, ricocheting bullets away from me. I woke up that night, and I said, oh, and all I could do was just praise God and thank Him for showing me that He was there when I didn't even know I needed Him to be there at that moment. He had already prepared and was seeing me through it. A couple of days later, I started researching some scriptures, and there's 2 of them that I'd like to share. One is Psalm 34:7. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear Him and delivers them. And the biggest one I really like is Psalm 32:7. God is my hiding place. He preserves me from trouble. He surrounds me with shouts of deliverance. So then I had a vision as I was reading that last one, Psalm 32:7. I had an additional vision of God shouting at the angels to deliver me from what I needed to be delivered from that day.